I'm talking. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
That's the way it always goes.
Yeah,
we've been doing this for about 10 years now, and this is exactly how it goes. I just don't know if are you the host?
Exactly, right? But you've been around for longer than me after that, so then you got your stuff going.
I got that.
You're the voice of CS now, bro.
It's been a while. It's been that way for a while, bro.
No, I don't think so, bro. I think we got our own 1 versus 1 going on here. But we're back here in season number 14 of the ESEA LAN Finals, brought to you by iBuyPower, BenQ, and also Zoe.
A lot of bromance going on right now.
Yeah. We're getting ready to see us, and we're getting ready to start off the second map here of the first match between compLexity and cuLtivation. This is for a grand prize of $60,000 cash prize. But just to remind you guys to make sure you guys go to ESEA.net/league as the registrations are open for season number 15, and this time it's 30 grand more for the prize money. But let's go into the pistol round on Mirage with cuLtivation on CT side.
Yeah, again, if you're just now tuning in, the first map went there to compLexity 16-11 over cuLtivation. The very beginning of the game, it was looking really well for cuLtivation. Of course, that was the first map of the tournament. And so again, I truly believe in the fact that players need to warm up and get into the action, and I think compLexity is, well, definitely warmed up. As right now, you can take a look here at the setup right now. Disregard some of the extra players on the screen. You had decoy happening over here. 3 players working up towards the A side. Looks like they believe in their retake towards the A bomb side. Let's go and switch back over here into the action with Applesauce. He's got 4 players to worry about. Still pushing over here towards the bomb site. Has started to be able to make their way over there. You had fRoD, who is going to be on the quick rotate back over here to Applesauce, who's been able to get some help there from Warden. As Warden shuts down one, there goes Applesauce. Now we're back over here on board with fRoD. fRoD going to get taken out. Now it's going to be down to a 1-on-4. Bomb has not been planted yet. As they're going to start to be able to push up there, and now the score is going to be 1-0 as compLexity is continuing on their reign here against cuLtivation. They were just picking up rounds.
Yeah, that pistol round there with sgares playing alone by B, I think the reason why is because if you don't see a big rush happening from the hallway or from catwalk to head towards B, there's 85% of the chances that that the T's are working towards the A side, because not many people uses the staircase to head back towards connector on pistol rounds when it comes to Mirage. So seeing that the B site was clear, they capitalized with 4 guys working towards the A bomb site and working together at the A bomb site, and it was easy for the CTs to take it over.
Warden feeling confident after picking up that first kill, still continues to push up there towards that A ramp. He does get taken down there by Swag. As right now some action happening over there on the other side. Simp is able to pick up 2. As n0thing picks up another one, and they're just dropping like flies here for cuLtivation in the second round. And I'll score again 2-0 here in favor of compLexity.
That's a cool skin though for Semphis's gun.
Oh yeah, let's go and I'll show you that one.
The MP7 skulls.
The MP7 skulls. Let's see if I can get a different angle of that.
But on that save round for cuLtivation, again, n0thing. They just peeked out one by one, trying to get the advantage with the guns, trying to get some lucky headshots long range towards that middle connector. But compLexity was already set up very close from that connector ledge, and also by the boxes for long
smoke
range.
ends up lining up there. It ends up popping right there next to fRoD, right there inside of the window. That's something to note, kids, as we'll kind of go back to sgares and watch exactly how he set up his position.
You know what? We'll see how that smoke's going to play when fRoD's going to be opping that window.
That's right. So right now we're back over here. You can see that Simpus is in a gunfight right now. He's able to spot one. He's just fully skinned up here. That's Simpus. Of course, I saw his pack that he had from all of the community members out there. Swag going to be able to push up. He's going to get spotted from both angles. So let's see if Applesauce may be able to help something out here. He's going to get taken down. Now continue to be able to push back in. This is what you do best. You spray through smoke with a P90. Welcome to Counter-Strike Global Offensive.
Well, as this round or this save round is going to end and Storm's going to get picked off here, it all came down to Semphis as well being able to that fake very easily at that middle. He only had a Glock, but with those smokes that they threw and him trying to commit towards that catwalk, he stole that fake for cuLtivation, thinking that they were going to go catwalk to B. They rotated a lot of guys through that connector, and then the rest of compLexity moved up that A ramp, and it all came down to their shots not hitting for
right.
cuLtivation.
So
when
you
it
look
was
over,
applesauce and
look
not
at the
Halls.
edge of that right there, and then you see that they'll throw the smoke over the top, and then it ends up all the way. Oh, no, bank shot, didn't make it. And so that's going to allow fRoD to have his position. They realize, oh, that smoke's not there, but fRoD still misses the shot. As right now back over here, you can see that Warden's giving him some help out there as well. But really, the action's going to happen over here with Dizaman here in just a moment. Storm backpedaling there over there by Catwalk. He's going to be able to help out his teammate. He's in the cubby area. Storm goes down. Dizaman walks right into that shot there from Swag. Swag picks up 3. He continues push inside the side, turns on another. And this gun round is brought to you by compLexity's very own Swag as he's picked up 4 in the round and looking for the ace.
Yeah, applesauce definitely is going to go on that save, and maybe they're going to let Swag try to hunt him down and go for him. Knowing that applesauce is saving, Swag is actually hunting him through, went through that connector, and we'll see if he's going to be able to take him down. He's thunderfooting all over this side, as you can see on the overhead.
Oh, he's running everywhere he can. Here's Simphis just on the other side. He's going to spawn him. He will get taken down. Now, you know, Swag's going, okay, how do I get to this one? And applesauce picking him one by one. Bomb is ticking away now. And applesauce decides to go in the other direction. Uh-oh, can Swag make it in time? He's still chasing him down. Not going to happen. He's not going to get the ace. But 4 really solid frags, especially there on Storm and on Dizaman, to be able to open up that B-bomb site.
Like you said, in that third kill that he got on fRoD was that peak advantage.
Yep.
fRoD actually was, after missing those shots at window, he did a good job rotating inside of the kitchen to watch towards that B hallway, but nobody was coming out that area. And then he tried to peek back towards that catwalk after seeing his 2 teammates fall down, but he looked at the wrong side of the pillar, and it was going to be, again, the peak advantage by Swag, who did a great round, though, that last round.
This man pushing up. He's going to get spotted there by sgares. He basically just popped a flare there and bounced out. Now let's go back over here on the other side. There goes Storm. Now it's going to be left up to Warden, and Warden will get taken down as well. 5-0. And we may be done with this match pretty quick.
Is that what you think? Well, we'll look at the situation.
15-7 or 16-7.
fRoD will be able to buy. We'll see if that smoke, maybe you want to look at it. It's going to be thrown by n0thing maybe this time to see if fRoD is going to be able to opt through that window again or not. We just have to wait to see if fRoD's going to get his shots on. I mean, he tried it the last map. It didn't work out. Is it going to work this time? So Simphis is the one that's throwing it.
Well, there's 3 smokes that they're waiting for. We'll take a look here. Still waiting for him to toss his smoke. Of course, we can probably just go and get into the action.
Yeah, well, actually, as you're waiting over there, you can see from the overhead view now, he was actually waiting for his teammates to set up first, as they're split up across all the map.
He's still waiting there.
Yeah, that mid connector, they were in hallway, they were in spawn, they were in A connector, and also in A halls. So all five of them watching all positions possible before actually committing somewhere.
Yeah, so what that means is Storm and Dizaman need to be on the lookout. As we'll go back over here to fRoD and see where he ends up setting up. They're still pushing up. We'll keep a watch on Storm and see if he has to worry about anything. Actually, they're going to be heading over here towards the connector right now. Back over here to Warden. Warden going to get taken down now. As looks like they're going to have to be able to be on a quick rotate. fRoD missing with that op shot.
2 shots that he just missed there.
As now they're going to try to get that bomb down inside of the site. Perfect nade over the top. That actually going to cause a lot of damage there. And sgares gets the upper hand. As now it's going to be down to a 2-on-3. Dizaman tossing out a flashbang, trying to be able to make something happen here for cuLtivation. They really need to be able to pick up this round. Pushing in, able to pick up 1, and that's going to do it right there. compLexity leads 6 rounds here over cuLtivation.
Yeah, and they're looking good in a money situation as well. They're sitting comfortably here on T side. The only thing, the disadvantage, what's not good right now for fRoD is, like you said, Dunn, they waited for those 3 smokes. When those 3 smokes happened, 2 of them hitting that the window and 1 at the catwalk, fRoD still decided to sit inside that smoke at window, making him totally worthless with the AWP to watch any spots. And then the terrorist side of compLexity just stormed through the middle and went up connector and overtook that site. fRoD whipped 3 shots, and then it was too little too late until he tried to get something done. sgares already set up his AWP inside the A site, and it was an easy round for compLexity. I think fRoD has to find a different spot, knowing that these guys are always smoking that window.
All right, so this is what happened so far. They smoked it. They tried to draw something in. Then they backpedaled. They made them think that they're rotating back over there towards the B-bomb site. And now you're going to see probably right at they usually choose like a number 3, but it looks like they may go straight at 57. As n0thing is still pushing up over there towards that area. He spots Warden, and I don't know what he's thinking as he decides to pull out his nade instead and gets taken down there. Now it's going to be down to a 3-on-4. Pushing around, back and forth they go. Now it's going to be left up to Storm and Dizaman on the rotate. Storm being sprayed down to low HP, down to 8 health. And now it's going to be down to this 2-on-2. Still pushing back in. It's going to be left up now to sgares, down to a 1-on-2. He's got an op in hand. Let's see what he decides to do here.
Smart move, though, for compLexity, knowing that the bomb is down to not peek the opper. But sgares just picked it up.
Yeah, so cuLtivation waiting this one out. 20 seconds left to go here. You can hear that scope from a mile away. So also you can hear the bomb plant from a mile away as well. And just down the other side, they might decide to hit from the same point. The flashbang coming over the top and pushing in. And Storm, even though he had low health, was able to finish things off. And cuLtivation picking up their first round.
You know, you're right, Dunn. You said they were waiting at the 57-second mark to get those smokes. They waited until the 56 mark. You were 1 second off, but
my bad.
No, it's not to prove you're wrong, but you were right waiting for that time. You were really close. I think the demise, though, for compLexity on that round when they tried to commit towards that A site was that you did see as it committed inside the site that one of the smokes didn't connect. It actually was on the top of the roof outside of the map instead of that connector. That's why Storm on the rotation with the rest of his teammates at connector were able to pick everybody off on that on the apartment balcony inside the A site as well and draw that bomb as well. So sgares in a tough spot on a 2v1.
Take a look and see where this one ends up popping. You got one over there towards the connector. That was there by Hiko. fRoD's going to get smoked down as well. We're going to see this time and time again. But fRoD, he's not going to be deterred from working that position. He's still going to kind of work it. Let's take a look here and see what he's got to look through. Really difficult. I mean, even you turn on, even with the X-ray, it's difficult to kind of see through any of that. As we'll go ahead and see across the map there, you can see Hiko still working over here towards this area. We may see a smoke or a flash coming in from Simphis to kind of distract for just a moment. But right now, they're going to allow Storm over here towards Catwalk, who's grouped up with fRoD on a quick rotate. Let's go ahead and give you a viewpoint of this. This is what I'm talking about here. You can see how fRoD's watching over there towards Catwalk. He's helping Storm out know exactly where that cross point is. So now as soon as fRoD decides to back up, but this is really not where anything's going to happen. Just kind of take that in consideration. Really, it's going to happen over here. About to see all these smoke flashbangs coming over the top. They're going to be able to flag. Oh, actually delaying a little bit. And he, just coming out completely. As let's see what happens here. They smoked and went straight through that smoke. Perfect smoke. But Dizaman still causing some damage there. Let's go back over here to Storm. As look at that. fRoD able to pick up one. Bomb is down, not planted. 20 seconds left here to go, and fRoD could have got a double there through the smoke. As right now it's going to be down to a 3-on-2. Bomb's going to get planted here by n0thing inside the site. And nice shot by n0thing. Now it's going to be down to a 2-on-2. Oh no, n0thing was going to push through that smoke and try to catch Applesauce off guard. He's going to get taken down. Applesauce picking up 2. But again, n0thing, he was creeping his way over here towards to go through the kitchen, through the smoke. He was just going to try to take advantage of it because Applesauce would have had to watch 2 different positions. He's going to push through that smoke, but as soon as he did that, he picked up a grenade.
I think that was the mistake again there. They're going with their time nades, speaking about compLexity. I was looking at Hiko, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, I mean, because the flash went at the same spot that he wanted to throw, but that nade actually hit the corner and actually landed all the way in the back of the B bomb site, where they were actually trying to cover that sniper box in the back because they knew somebody was playing there, but that smoke was ineffective. It all came down again to the gunfire aiming one by one and not from the smoke cover. And it's going to be cuLtivation and 50 advantage out of that on that rotation. So they put 2 points on the scoreboard, and it's because of compLexity's mistakes on the smokes.
Yeah, so, I mean, really, the way that compLexity is playing this game is really by the X's and O's. As right now, Storm spraying away, able to take down one. Here comes Dizaman. That's Warden over there, but back over here to Dizaman. Dizaman able to pick up one. He's going to get taken down there by Hiko. And look out for fRoD as he's taken down Hiko. Now it's going to be left up here to Simphis, down to a 1-on-3. And just over the top, he spotted him. fRoD's going to be working out. Oh, but fRoD now down to 34 HP and just going back and forth, see if he might be able to make something happen here.
Yeah, Simphis is stuck now. fRoD just saw him go in the back of the sniper box. There you go. Easily headshotted.
Yeah, getting stuck over there by headshot box. 6-3 right now. here in favor of compLexity. cuLtivation bringing it back as they do, as right now, as we look at it, again, fRoD not being deterred over there by that smoke inside of window. He's holding it, having it locked down. Let's take a look here at the map for just a moment. Basically what we're seeing is we're having fRoD usually over in this position. Storm is watching over there towards catwalk, but we have seen some crossfire. So we've seen a crossfire between the two, kind of helping each other out. But again, the smokes usually pop over here towards this region.
Now, if I could add something though, that slight variation that compLexity did on the smokes before there was smoke on the catwalk. But as you see that smoke that happened just that connector now, that's when they threw those smokes and committed towards B instead of A that time.
Right.
fRoD seen that smoke in that window earlier on, thought that the connector was going to be open, so he rotated. As you can see where he is right now, that's where he rotated to, tried to opt towards that middle. But after he saw that smoke at connector as well, saw that the action was happening towards that B bomb site. So they're playing with fRoD a lot, and they're putting him out of position very often.
We'll have to go back because one of the things that I'm liking about the way that cuLtivation is playing this one is just how they're moving around the map, changing out spots, getting different looks, changing the looks up here onto compLexity. Applesauce will get taken down. He's playing really aggressive over there as Warden takes down one, backs up to his other spot, still committing over there towards that point as fRoD missing his, actually connected there into Sipis. As Dizaman on the rotate, down to a 2-on-2. fRoD evening things back up here. And as he's just kind of shooting through, as sgares is having a time of his life there, as he just hoping that he could get a kill at some point. Bomb has not been planted yet, as Swag has got the bomb, and he hasn't planted it yet. Let's go back over here to Dizaman. Dizaman going to be wrapping over here towards the CT side. Now, as you notice, that fRoD is going to start to continue to push out here a little bit further. He's able to take down one. He doesn't know where that bomb carrier was. As he goes in, he's really committing over here towards it. He doesn't realize that he's just on the other side of the box, and Swag takes him down. He was so sure of himself that he is over in that area. So compLexity picking up around 7-3 now, 4-round lead here over cuLtivation.
And this is where compLexity is able to play smart. That last round where there was a 2 versus 2 situation, knowing that fRoD was opting at the connector inside that A bomb site, Hiko knew that the last player had to at least be coming from CT spawn or A site. But knowing where cuLtivation is playing their CT side, he knew that player was going to come towards CT spawn. So while letting his teammate, should I say it was Swag planting the bomb, he was able to look straight down, cover his teammate, putting himself in front as a meat shield as well against Dizaman, and at least was able to capitalize on that kill. But that's game sense right there. That's knowing where your opponents are playing, how they're playing, and where they're going to be coming from. That's putting the advantage and that slight edge advantage in this game for compLexity.
Yeah, so as we kind of break down every little aspect of what we're seeing here, compLexity, they've got specific nades that they're throwing, smoke grenades to the T. They have to hit every single thing, and they're just threading the needle on every one of those smokes too. As we saw, not every one of those smokes hit their spots. They had tried some different positions. They wanted to make things happen, and they just weren't hitting it every single time. I think whenever you're really building a strat off of making sure that smoke is in the right spot, then you got to hit your smoke every time. Because that's what we're seeing. The rounds that they fail on are the rounds that their smokes are not in the right position. They still commit and just hope that it works. But the strat was all built around those types of smokes, built around the flashes working. And sometimes they would even overcommit into it so far that you'd see n0thing walking out, knowing that he has to throw this flashbang, he has to throw the smoke grenade in a right position at the right time, that he gets caught with his pants down.
Yeah. And I think you're totally right. And I think Applesauce had the kind of like the right idea on that last gun round, because he actually pushed up on that A ramp before, and after those smokes and nades were being thrown, he just held an angle. And I think at this point, they're going to have to play a little bit more aggressively on the CT side, because I was thinking maybe at first maybe they should play a little bit more far back where they can't get spotted. But after those flashes and smokes, you're going to see a lot of terrorist guys moving into one spot and colliding into either it be A or B. So I think at this point, cuLtivation has to play a little bit more aggressively, like you said, and try to catch them as they're throwing their nades at the timing. And also, you've seen that the timing so far has always been around that 56, 57 mark. If they're speaking about cuLtivation, thinking about pushing at that 56, 52nd second mark, 52nd second mark, right? But they're going to be able to get compLexity and catch them off guard and put the game back in their advantage.
And the illegal deagle's been brought out here by fRoD, able to pick up one there into sgares. And he's going to continue to push up. That's something we don't see a lot of, is Swag with an op in hand. He's going to try to maintain and hold on to that one for sgares later on. This is a save round coming in. Kind of choose your favorite pistol round as kind of a show and tell. As you can see, they're going to start to go push out there. Applesauce still using the P2K as he's going to get taken down. Storm actually picked up an op from somewhere. Trying to figure out, well, I don't know why I didn't even think of it. I can now look at the bottom and know exactly who that op came from. And that's actually from fRoD at one point. I don't know exactly what he had. So it came from a member, probably Hiko or sgares. And Swag decided to buy. Did Swag pick up his op? That is, well, he has fRoD smoke grenade. But what op does he have? Is it his op? It is his own op. So he decided to buy an op this round. All right, so we've got everything back. We know exactly where we're sitting.
We're all on the same page now.
Well,
we're just confused for a second, but we're all good.
I just did not understand how Storm was able to pick up an op.
Yeah.
He still got it from sgares. I thought Swag had picked up sgares off. But we're back. Don't worry. We're on the same page. 8-3 right now. 5-round lead here in favor of compLexity.
Yeah, and fRoD's going to try to attempt to go for the AWP again. I mean, at this point, there's nothing more you can really say. compLexity is playing very slowly and just going for time nades and pushing into a site. Simple as that. Very simply put, that's what it is. But there you go. That's the aggressive play that we want. That's what I was talking about.
Playing aggressive now, but that kind of puts Dizman into a kind of a no man's land, knowing exactly which way he should go because his teammates are being countered on all different sides. Storm right now, he's going to hold down the upper B halls by himself. As we'll go ahead and take a look here while we have the moment to. Again, Dizman still wrapping back around. Can he be able to get the flank? The only thing he needs to worry about is that they might start to flank him or start to push up on him because the actual bomb carrier is going to be in the hands of Simphis, who's going over there towards the A-bomb site, and they've only got one player watching, and then that's Applesauce. And so let's go back over here to Dizman, who's on the flank right now. Here comes the fakes over the top. He's able to take down one, and they're going to continue to be able to push up, but this is completely the fake as sgares misses with that op in hand. Let's go back into the action where really all of this is going to unfold at is going to be over here towards the A side. The distractions happen, but the bomb has been spotted. They're going to go and rotate over there towards that A side now as the bomb will get planted down to a 3v3. Simp is down to low health. He's down to 14 health.
3v4, sorry.
See how well he can be able to hold this one down. Simp is staying alive even though that nade blew up right next to him. As it must have been the skin that kept him alive here. As now it's going to be left up here. n0thing with a nice headshot. He's watching over there towards the A ramp. Picks up another one. Hiko on lock. And this team comes alive. 9-3, 6-round lead, shutting things down.
You know, I thought this was going to be cuLtivation's round. You saw Dizman in that rotation. Should I say towards that aggressive push. He was able to take two guys down, put him at a great advantage, and also, like you said, Simphis staying alive with 1 HP was able to capitalize on the last kill. It could have changed things around if Simphis got blown up by that grenade. But again, it seems that cuLtivation in this round is just riding that momentum that they're stronger with their rifles as well.
Oh, wow.
There you go, see?
Yeah, right out of the gates.
Save round, though, for cuLtivation.
No, very, very good point to note. They're going to continue to be able to push up here towards the bomb site. fRoD just saying, hey, why not? I'm just going to shoot, see what happens. Every nade you can think of comes out, and you know, I think he may have even been damaged by a flashbang through that. Scores 10-3, 7-round lead here in favor of compLexity.
Yeah, I think at this point, though, now that they know that Dizman might be playing a little bit aggressively, it's going to be interesting to see if sgares is going to change things around. Knowing that before, when they're going away with time smokes, it seemed to be working. But this time that they're playing aggressively and they got caught off guard earlier on with two guys, now they're going to go with the smoke early. So we're going to see if they're going to change their strategy a little bit here.
Nope, fail.
Yeah.
That's just another smoke that just didn't make it. He didn't put enough behind it and allows sgares to get taken out. They're going to sit there and talk about that one for a moment. As they took out a pretty lethal player. Oh no, fRoD was still moving with that off, kind of going back to playing with the 1.6 style. as Simphis was able to take him down.
With a wooden op.
With a wooden op. As right now it's going to be coming back around. You see n0thing going to be pushing up here over there towards connector as Storm has spotted him, trying to get turned around on. n0thing will go down. Now it's going to be left up to Dizaman. Back over here to Storm as he spots one. He'll get shut down. Down to a 1-on-3 again. Simphis just stays alive with a sliver of health. As the bomb, let's see here. It's actually back over there in terrorist spawn, and Simphis will.
And has been there since the beginning of the round. My note here.
Yeah. So as right now, Dizaman will get taken down there by Hiko. Default setup by compLexity, just to kind of go for that pick and go mentality, and they just turned it into a team deathmatch and finished things off.
Exactly. There's nothing more I could add to that. I think it was to cuLtivation's mistake though, because killing two guys earlier on in the beginning of the round from a bad smoke by sgares. They took down the operator, which was sgares. They took down another guy at middle, but they still decided to peek and try to take him down instead of waiting to see what side that compLexity is going to commit to. They should have fallen back and gone back to their spots, and as they hold their default positions, they still get an advantage.
Nade after nade, and luckily for fRoD, he was nowhere to be found. Here comes n0thing. That was a smoke grenade. And fRoD gives away his position now. They know exactly where he's at, but look out as you have Applesauce right there on the other side. Going to move up here now, down to this 3-on-4. Back over here to Warden for a moment. Hiko slides by through that smoke, has not been spotted. He go ahead and push out. He does get taken down. Now down to a 2-on-2.
He didn't fall in that alone, though, at least.
It's all about the trade, and this is what we mentioned before about the exchange. If you're going to get a frag, if you're going to get taken out, hopefully you get a trade out of it, especially on the terrorist side. Down to this 2-on-2, 45 seconds left here in the round. sgares moving over there towards that B-bomb site. Let's take a look, see where they're at, see the position. Dizaman, he hasn't really decided what he wants to do, whether he wants to regroup with his teammate or not. He's going to push right back into the site. He actually perfect timing to be here. sgares is going to go ahead and go for the plant, drawing him out there. As Sip is pushing up, playing aggressive. He's going to get taken down. He's going to put all the weight on sgares, and he's going to get taken out as well. 11-4. Let's go ahead and take a quick look here as n0thing ended at 18-9, Swag at 14-7. A lot of team effort there by compLexity, but in the end of the day, 11-4. They're in favor of compLexity.
Yeah, I just think at this point, though, throughout this match, it's just been that cuLtivation waited just a little bit too long to try to adapt to compLexity's strategy, as trying to play it a little bit more aggressively, like I said. Now, it's going to be 11-4. We're going to see, at this point, though, I think compLexity has a higher level when it comes to time pushes with smokes and nades. cuLtivation, in my opinion, don't think that they're practicing these smokes and these flashes to commit towards any bomb site. So I think we're going to see more of a pug style for cuLtivation on the T side, and then count again on fRoD's op, maybe to get some opening kills. Now, if they count on that, fRoD, the only place that he can opt is maybe towards that middle connector or that B hallway. Is that going to be the deciding factor right now for cuLtivation on T side to rely on entry kills, or are they going to go, have they practiced any smokes and nades? We'll see what's going to happen moving on to the second map.
Well, one thing's for sure, they need to pick up the pistol round. They have to start things off fresh. They need to go ahead and make the score 7-11 as quickly as possible. Going back at it, really, although compLexity had a strat, and it's something I would consider a default strat, more of a pick-and-go idea. They had their smokes, they had their placements down, and you saw them try to do that at the exact same time over and over and over again. The only things that changed was some of their positions that they threw their smokes, but overall, it was a default setup. They were looking for a pick to make things happen. So right out of the gates, we've got Applesauce taking down n0thing. That's something that they needed right out of the gate. As let's go ahead and switch back over here. You can see that Swag is spotted one. Pewing. I'm happy I can say that again. I'm so happy I can say that.
Nice.
As right now it's going to be down to a 3-on-2. compLexity, as they're down. Here was Simphis and Hiko rotating back around. Flashbangs over the top. Dizaman, nice nades come in. Good placement, but barely causes any damage. As Warden, just on the other side, has been spotted. So at least he can draw some attention for as long as he can. He decides to go ahead and change boxes. And Warden, oh no! He took out fRoD, and we'll take another look and see what happened there. And how bad is that going to push him out? And Warden, even though took out his teammate, that being fRoD. He's still sitting right there with the rest of his team. Did they change the value? Give me a second here. I'm wondering if they changed the penalty value of team killing.
Well, no.
No, because he's 32. My apologies.
Yeah.
I'm all caught up now. He could have zeroed himself out.
Exactly. He
Okay,
did
all
zero
right,
himself out because
Goodness.
he actually did buy nades.
It's been a
and
long
everything.
day. I had to go to work earlier. I'm usually all about the economy. I know exactly how it all pans
So
out.
maybe you should have come earlier.
Whew. Yeah, maybe.
Play some monitors with me. But let's go with this round. Let's see what's going to happen. It's going to be a save round for compLexity on the CT side. A couple of nades, though, was able to take down fRoD as they're moving inside the A site. But here comes Viziman with that Bison. They're just going to close in here as Hiko is going to be LMS with a 5-7 moving inside the site. Oh, headshot onto Viziman. Trying to go for a second one here, but Storm with that MP7 finally takes him down. But to chime in on that pistol round, though, before, that TK by Warden at least was redeemed. The smokes actually did happen at the beginning of the round for cuLtivation as well. I just want to touch base on that mistake for compLexity, though, on this CT pistol. It was n0thing that peaked too early inside the hallway. Why would you want to go into the hallway and spot in there?
That's really a good point. I mean, you're going to have to hit your shot.
Especially if the Glock is so overpowered.
Let's take a look here. And yeah, you're right about that one too. I want time will tell. There's a set smoke here that we're seeing here for cuLtivation.
Yep.
As
for
well.
Only one though.
Yeah, let's go ahead and take a look and see how that looks as well. There's no players over there. I see from fRoD's perspective earlier. So yeah, it's pretty good overall. I mean, so let's go back over here now to n0thing. n0thing. He's going to be able to take down one. Backs up, regroups with his teammate there. That's going to be Hiko. Hiko still has his legendary 5-7. See if he can be able to cause any damage here. As he sprays away, he doesn't finish things off. sgares on the rotate. Swag low on health now. He's up on top of the B hall. That's going to be a party favor as Swag comes out to join. As now the score is going to be 7-11. I think I said something about that.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened, how Semphis got that headshot with that deagle. I switched onto him a little bit too late, but I think, if I'm not mistaken, I'll have to rewatch the demo later. He was randomly single-shotting through the smoke up on the catwalk and headshotted Warden with a deagle.
Let's take a look at exactly, see what kind of weapons they're working with. You got an M4 right there. You got an M4A1 there. Another M4A1 there. They're a full-out M4A1.
And, you know, this is, since the patch was released, the silenced M4A1 is very overpowered. Maybe you don't spray as much as Clown said, but it's accurate. The reason,
it's definitely accurate. There's no question. And I almost consider it's pretty close to similar to the M4A4. It's just the silence is what I consider OP. It's so difficult to hear, especially in a gun battle. You can't hear exactly where you're getting shot at. So say there's a third party that walks in. You won't be able to hear it. You don't know where you're getting shot at. Even when you're getting hit, you have no clue where you're getting hit from. It's very discouraging.
Boom. And the advantage also comes to that it's back to a gun that all these guys used to love to play with back in the 1.6 days.
So good.
With a silenced gun. Yeah. Whenever you chose the M4 in 1.6, you barely saw it unsilenced. So they're back in a comfortable feel of how the game used to be played, except less bullets.
One of the things I'm noticing is we don't know exactly.
What cuLtivation was trying to do?
No. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'll talk about it here in just a second. I'll finish this round and I'll talk about it for a moment. As right now you can see they're kind of pushing in here.
Oh, my God.
And now it's going to be left up to n0thing. n0thing has picked up 3 frags so far.
Yeah, it was on a 4v1.
As now let's see. Applesauce right here looking around inside the site. n0thing drawing it in. Applesauce not going to bait it out.
Oh, my God.
And n0thing shuts him down. And they're going to be able to pick up the round 12-7 now. And n0thing just doing what he does best. And he was one of the players that I mentioned who needs to definitely step it up.
You know what? Before you go back to what you were trying to talk to,
I'm going to forget it.
I just want to talk to what n0thing did right there.
Okay, good.
It was like that YouTube video that he published on ESEA a while ago on the same Mirage map on a pug where he just runs in, knows every single angle, and just headshots everybody. And that's exactly what he did right there. He went inside the B bomb site, knew where that Opera was going to be at catwalk, knew where everybody was going to be inside B, and just picked them off with 3-4 bullets every single time. And that clutch in that 1 versus 1, it all came down to bad play by Applesauce, but great patience by n0thing.
Let's go back to n0thing for a moment here. And he's just going to work so far. He's picked up 6 consecutive frags that we know of. And oh no, fRoD streak. But one of the things that I was wondering, and this is more of a spectator side, is I can't see how much ammo he has. I can't see his health other than by the health bars. That's what I was wondering, is if they've taken that away.
I think
I can't recall if I.
I'm pretty sure you could add it. It's just because we're not in GoTV. And are we in GoTV?
No, we're not in GoTV.
Yeah, exactly. So we're directly inside the server. We actually have to set up the commands, I think, to be able to pull out. We'll check it later, though, as we're going to move on to this matchup.
It was bothering me because I wanted to know exactly how much ammo these players are having, especially with.
He had
this
37 bullets.
Thank you.
I counted.
I appreciate that. Now, I'll just allow you to keep track of all that. You're my stat track.
All right.
For bullets and weapons.
Yeah, you don't need a weapon crate anymore.
I do need the esports case.
Yeah.
If any of you want to send the esports case over my way, I will buy a key because I know where all of that money goes to.
Yeah.
It goes to a tournament, and I'll go into detail on that during the panel. During a panel, because I guess it's not really classified as the panel. All right, so back into the action. 13-7 as we take a look there. You can see where they're trying to make their move there. They've got a couple there towards the underpass. Back over here to sgares. sgares spotted one over there towards the catwalk. He's got his teammate Hiko to help him out. They're going to be able to come in through different avenues. Back over here to Hiko. Hiko's picked up 2 so far. Now down to a 3-on-2. fRoD Storm here for cuLtivation. Is Hiko working angles. Oh, headshot! As fRoD goes down, and now it's going to be left up here to Storm. But that's going to do it there. 14-7 in favor of compLexity as n0thing says, well, I'll take Storms off.
Now, this is where I was talking about the level of comfortness when it comes to throwing nades for compLexity versus cuLtivation. compLexity on the T side were able to smoke not only the window and connector, but also smoke all the way in the back of the site to be able to come into the B-bomb site. cuLtivation, though, was able to smoke towards that window and connector, but they cannot get anything else towards the back of the site, and they were forced to sandwich 4 guys through that catwalk, and all out in the open. Easy for Hiko, to pick him off.
There's no value in what Warden just did there.
Why, to jump on fire? Of course there is.
No, to go through the fire just to wait it out. I know you're joking, but the fact is, there really is no reason for him to push through the fire to not do anything. If you're going to go through it, you have to have a purpose. You can't just go, okay, I'm going to beat the fire, when the fire is going to go out here into 2 to 3 seconds. I know it doesn't change the fact that they're probably going to lose the round or they weren't going to be able to pick up any kills. But the fact
would they if actually Warden waited?
We'll never know.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
It's just the simple things. It always bothers me, and just where's your mind at in a moment like that? People are going, what are you talking about? Like,
game point situation, though, coming in for compLexity against cuLtivation. 15-7 is our score. We got mollies being thrown, though, onto that catwalk.
Warden will walk right through that.
Here comes the set nades to try to come in towards the A site, though, Don.
All right, so we're going to be pushing here towards the site. Flashbangs, it doesn't matter what nade it is. Warden will continue to go on through, even if he has the bomb. Now it's going to be down to a 3-on-4. Molly's coming out, or the fire's coming out here from compLexity. n0thing picking up another one. All right, fRoD, it's time. It's go time. Down to a 1-on-4. He takes down n0thing. Comes over the top, and he'll get taken out there. 16-7. And guess what? Do you know what? You know which one I said? You know what I said that the score was going to be 3 rounds in?
I think you said it was going to be 16-7.
Weird.
Everybody, give a golf clap.
Is everyone packing up and ready to go?
Golf clap to done. We're going where? We still have a second match coming up.
Oh, that's right. Of course, if you haven't done it yet, make sure you head over to ESEA.net/league and sign up for Season 15 on ESEA. A lot of money being brought out, $90,000 in cash prizes throughout the entire season. Hopefully, we can throw a little money your way. You casted throughout the season as well.
My way. I don't need money. I'm here for the community, man.
All right. That's what I like to hear.
We're old now. You're 27. I'm 29. We got career jobs.
The fact that you know that perfectly, I haven't mentioned it at all.
No, you actually did mention it.
Did I mention it?
I got a good memory. But, you know, the prize pool right now for ESEA season number 14 at the LAN finals is $60,000. So $20,000 first place, and I think it goes down to 8,000, 7,000, et cetera, et cetera. Now, the next one that you say for season 15, though, is going to be $90,000. So we're going to see even more for first place, and I think that's going to be very enticing for the next season.
Well, with that being said, too, I said I'd mention exactly what the esports case has to offer. The reason why Valve able to contribute to the community, it may not be directly from their own pockets, but the way that they're taking advantage of it is they're looking at the fact that they have basically 1.5 million users that play the game, and that right there is just a great component. If you have each one of those people, let's say 10% or something like that, that put down money to buy a key for the case, $2.50, a certain percentage goes towards the esports fund to a huge event. And right now, all of that money is going to go towards one specific event, and then we're going to see that kind of happen throughout the year. All next year, going to see that money kind of get collaborated and pushed towards events. So basically, and also something that Valve said is that they want whatever money they come up with, which is actually really huge totals. I mean, we're looking probably upwards to like 90 grand for some of these tournaments, which is good enough. I mean, I say good enough. No, it's great. I think that's an awesome thing to look at for just one tournament.
Exactly.
And then they said any money that you're going to spend on prize money, take all of that and put it into the production so we can, all of these events can provide a high quality, a high caliber production for those of you at home.
And it's the same style as us buying the keys, and the same style as League of Legends buying skins and everything from Rights. It's the community giving back as well.
Yep.
So we're all playing a good
I've already
part.
bought 3 esports cases, and
Congratulations. I'm just kidding.
Because it's coming right back. No, I'm just stating that.
No, I know, exactly. I'm just pulling your leg, but it's great that we're able to give back to the community and play a part in trying to grow Counter-Strike back. But this is going to end a grudge match with compLexity winning over cuLtivation 16-11 and 16-7. We're going to bring it to the panel, though, with Dust Murray getting ready to interview n0thing.
I always love that. I've always loved that.
And welcome over here to the panel. I got with me 2 of compLexity's members here. We got Jordan n0thing Gilbert and Spencer Hiko Martin. They just got finished beating cuLtivation in 2 maps in a best-of-3 set, so we're able to get it done in 2 maps. Let's kind of run through the set real fast. First map, you were down 6-0, then you were down 8-1, and then you just won 6 rounds in a row, then went 8 rounds in a row in the second half. How did you make that comeback happen?
I think at the beginning we're using different headsets right now, and there was some problem with the microphones. And actually,
Excuses.
I think Jordan put his headset on backwards for about
the
half
first
of those
couple rounds, you normally got the cord on the left and the cord's on the right, so my sound was backwards pissed around. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, there were a lot of close rounds at the beginning, and it kind of felt like all we really needed was to win 1 round, and we would have kind of ran away with it, and then that's ended up what happening.
So was there ever a point in that match where you felt a little bit worried about how it was going to go?
Yeah.
Or did you feel in control?
When we hit, what was it, 7-1 on CT down? Or
we won 1 round and we lost.
It was like 6-0 or 7-0. We lost a round, or we won a round and then lost a round. We were broke. We're like, God.
Yeah, Mirage was definitely a completely different story, though. I mean, y'all pretty much had control of it the entire time, especially n0thing, which is kind of an entry fragging machine almost every round on T side. What did you change going into Mirage to try to get momentum early rather than having to make a comeback?
Lately, I think we've just been a little bit more comfortable on Mirage T side than even Inferno. So I think in that instance, we just kind of, played how we have been. The rounds came together pretty nicely. If you saw, we were just kind of putting pressure on them. Really quick strats worked out for us, and we got an early lead. Yeah.
Anything you want to add to that, or do you think that pretty much sums it up?
Well, for T side at least, yeah.
Yeah, we just been playing a lot, and we didn't really play that much through the season, and we really kind of buckled down the past couple weeks since compLexity, and you know what? It looks like it's paying off, so we'll see how it goes.
I mean, I guess this will be a dumb question to ask. You obviously came to this event to win it. How well do you think your chances are after coming off your first set and kind of getting a feel for the LAN?
I think our chances are as good as anybody but Nips. NIP is the only team here who really stands tall above the rest, and we're going to have to get as much momentum going right now. I think Curse is a big challenge for us right now. So, in terms of not even just skill level, but just the way that the teams are perceived always has an effect on the matchup, right? The psychology behind it, how confident you are. So I think they're confident versus us, and we're confident versus them, so it should be a good match.
Yeah, definitely. So I really have one more question for you guys before I let you just turn it over and do some shout-outs and stuff like that. Of course, the big update happened not too long ago before this LAN, and ESEA made a decision to just go ahead and use the latest version of the game rather than reverting back to an older version. How do you think this update has really affected this LAN? Has it had a huge impact? I mean, I saw you using the Silenced M4.
Yeah,
I mean, what do you think?
It's obviously had an impact. I don't know. The gun just seemed a little more accurate for the tapping. That's why I like it, because it just seemed like it was there. The thing, it kind of caught me off guard a couple of times where I ran out of ammo quick, but it's definitely had an effect. I'm not really sure about the USP too much, but it seems like the M4A1 is definitely a better choice in terms of everything but ammo.
Yeah, I don't know about Jordan, but I used the old Colt first, and then I used the silencer the second map, and it seemed like I was playing spots where I would get a kill in the back and they wouldn't know where I was. I think there was a round in like halls where I got 2 because of it. So I like it. I like that they're skins.
It just runs out of ammo quick.
Yeah,
that one round in B, I saw you hiding back corner and you killed like 1 or 2. In the second peek, he had like 4 bullets left, and that's the only problem that it really forces you to play smarter. So
you feel this is a movement in the right direction for CSGO? Obviously, there could be more improvements, but do you think we're heading in that direction?
The fact that they're testing the waters with so much is cool. The fact that they're like openly bringing more changes to the community is cool, because we like to be a part of that and give feedback and stuff. So we're
they definitely have tweaks they have to do for the silencer Colt, especially. Like,
yeah, it sounds like you can't really tell where it's coming from. It might be a little too overpowered in terms of, you literally sometimes will get flanked. You don't know guys behind you, so it's pretty powerful.
Well, there you go. So did you guys have any shots like that? Of course, you made your compLexity debut at this event. Crazy seeing you with a different jersey on.
Definitely. We have a lot of shout-outs. Of course, we thank compLexity and everyone who follows us in compLexity for all the years. We want to thank all of our sponsors. We got Creative, PNY, QPad, Sound Blaster, Elite Gaming, Newegg, Origin, Twitch TV, and Nation Voice servers.
Man, I'm
an animal.
You just have a great memory, dude.
I have a great memory.
You're such a great memory.
It's a team, man. When you get such great support, you have to have a great memory.
I hear you, man. Well, congratulations on winning your first set of the event.
Thank
of course,
you
take a break for the night. You'll be back tomorrow, possibly playing against your North American rival Curse, or maybe even somebody else.
Should be a good
Who
match.
knows? So we'll see you tomorrow, guys. Have a good one.
Thanks for the
all right,
interview.
thank you.
Yeah, thank you.